Beloved child of light, hear this voice that calls out through the stillness of your room right now. The air around you trembles softly because something extraordinary has just been released into your life. Heaven itself has moved. The scroll that was sealed with your name has finally been opened. Congratulations, your miracle has arrived. The time you prayed for, cried for, waited for, has reached the hour when divine law demands its unveiling. You are not seeing this by accident. Your angel has been whispering into the circuits of time itself, refusing to let you skip this message, refusing to let you close your eyes to what God has written for you. You may have thought that the silence meant nothing was happening, but while you slept, armies of light were rearranging the order of events in your favor. Every tear that fell from your eyes became a letter in a prayer that reached heaven. Every moment you almost gave up was recorded, and heaven said, "Not yet, keep them standing." And now, the word has gone forth, release the miracle. It comes quietly at first, disguised as a small change in the air, a warmth that brushes against your skin, a sudden feeling that you are not alone. That is your angel touching you, confirming that the message you are reading is not random data or mere chance, it is a living decree. The angel stood before the throne and spoke your name, and God nodded. When God nods, the universe bends. When God says yes, no power can undo it. The reason this message is reaching you now is because the timing of heaven and the readiness of your heart have finally met. For months, perhaps years, your life has felt like waiting in an endless hallway of closed doors. But today, one of those doors has turned golden. That light you sense, don't ignore it. Your angel has placed this before you so that your spirit would recognize it even before your mind can explain it. Heaven is giving you confirmation that something irreversible in your favor has begun. The one who once resisted you is losing their grip. The delays are melting. The people who once mocked your faith will soon have to speak your name with reverence, because God Himself has intervened. The message is not simply a promise of material blessing, though abundance is included, it is a declaration that your destiny is being restored to its rightful flow. You were not born to remain in scarcity, fear, or confusion. You were born as a bearer of divine light, and the world has tried to convince you otherwise. But God has seen the exhaustion in your soul. That's why your angel did not allow you to skip this message. They pressed it into your path like a glowing stone that cannot be missed. The words you read are an answer to the whisper that left your lips on a night when no one heard you cry. Listen carefully. The moment you believe that this message is meant for you, a sequence of divine alignments begins. The first sign will come within hours, a message, a phone call, a sudden piece of information that makes your heart leap. Do not dismiss it. It will be heaven's confirmation. When it comes, thank God aloud. Your gratitude will amplify the current. Angels respond to thankfulness, it is their language of joy. As you speak words of thanks, the invisible realm rearranges itself. Obstacles that once stood before you like mountains begin to dissolve into mist. God says, "My beloved, you have waited long enough. The waiting season has accomplished its purpose. The miracle that was once withheld to prepare you is now being delivered to establish you." There are angels with documents bearing your name, contracts, approvals, invitations, reconciliations, all waiting for the final signature from the throne. That signature has just been released. The hand that signs is made of light. Its ink is glory. Every line it writes vibrates with the power to transform what was broken. It is done. That's why your angel insisted you see this. They knew that when you read these words, something inside you would awaken and remember who you are. Do you feel the warmth spreading in your chest? That is the spirit of confirmation. Heaven is not far away, it's touching you now. Every cell in your body is responding to divine instruction. Even your heartbeat is syncing with the rhythm of heaven's joy. Because today, you move from waiting to receiving. God has declared that the time of unseen preparation is complete. The gates are opening. The enemy cannot intercept this. Those who doubted you will not understand how suddenly everything changes. But you will know. You will remember this moment as the turning point when you said yes to believing again. There is something else God wants you to know. You were never forgotten. Sometimes silence feels like abandonment, but in heaven, silence is gestation. When a promise is growing, it must be hidden. You were hidden not because you were rejected, but because your value was too high for premature exposure. Now the covering lifts. The world will soon see the radiance that God has been building inside you. You will look back at the long nights and realize they were wombs of transformation. Your tears were not wasted, they were watering the roots of the miracle that has now blossomed. Your angel rejoices because this message marks the end of a karmic cycle, the closing of a painful chapter. You will feel lighter in the coming days. Encounters that once drained you will begin to fade from your timeline. People who were never meant to stay will quietly step away, and those who carry the energy of your next season will appear. It will seem miraculous, but it is orchestrated. Heaven is strategic. When divine order moves, every detail aligns with precision. You may find money appearing unexpectedly, opportunities resurfacing, relationships healing. These are all signatures of your miracle. The universe itself celebrates when a child of light finally reaches the appointed hour. You are being congratulated not only by heaven but by creation itself. Even the winds are changing direction for you. There is a sacred current moving through your life that no human hand can stop. You have entered what angels call the unfolding. It is the moment when everything hidden becomes visible, when the spiritual harvest breaks the surface of the physical realm. You are standing in that threshold now. Do not let fear whisper that it's too good to be true. Fear is the echo of the old world trying to hold on. God says, "Trust me." The same power that raised the stars, that guided you here, will not abandon you now. You are being carried by divine momentum. Everything that happens next, every delay, every yes, every no, will serve the miracle. Even apparent setbacks are reroutes toward the blessing. The angels are not worried, they already see the outcome. There's a reason the phrase, "congratulations," was written in this message. In heaven, congratulations are only declared after completion. This means that in the spiritual realm, your miracle is already accomplished. You are simply walking into the manifestation. Imagine yourself receiving it, because spiritually, you already have. Feel it, see it, let gratitude flood you. That feeling will anchor the blessing in the physical realm. Heaven works through agreement. When your heart says yes, it draws the unseen into sight. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message because your belief right now determines the speed of manifestation. If you doubt, it slows down. If you trust, it accelerates. This is why the divine realm arranged for you to see these words today, not yesterday, not tomorrow. It had to be at this exact moment when your heart is ready to say yes completely. That yes is your key. With it, you unlock everything that was waiting behind the veil. Miracles obey faith like flowers obey sunlight. Listen again, your miracle has arrived. It may still be invisible, but its vibration is here. The energy of breakthrough surrounds you like an atmosphere. The more you acknowledge it, the stronger it becomes. Speak words of life over yourself. Say, "It is done. I receive it." Heaven echoes every affirmation. The words you speak are seeds, the soil is your faith. The moment you declare acceptance, light begins to crystallize into form. This is divine science, the physics of miracles. Heaven and earth respond to the frequency of belief. You may notice unusual coincidences following this moment. Numbers repeating, sudden chills, lights flickering, dreams vivid and symbolic. Do not be afraid. These are signs of alignment. They are heaven's way of letting you know that the unseen world is working around you. When such signs appear, pause and say, "Thank you, God." Every acknowledgement strengthens the connection. You are conversing with the divine through signs. Now, let the next truth sink in. The pain you endured was not punishment, it was preparation. Every betrayal carved space for discernment. Every delay stretched the capacity of your blessing. You had to be emptied before you could overflow. God saw the days you felt invisible and said, "Wait, beloved, I'm not done yet." Now, the waiting is over. You are stepping into the visible fulfillment. People will ask, how did this happen so suddenly? You will answer, God did it. Because the speed of this miracle will defy logic. The same doors that refuse to open for years will swing wide in days. Heaven wants you to walk differently now. No more shrinking to fit old versions of yourself. The miracle requires the real you, the confident, radiant, fearless you that God designed. You are royalty dressed as humility, and it's time to remember your crown. Your angel is assigned to guard that realization. They have walked beside you in silence, waiting for this moment. And now they whisper, rise. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are a vessel of destiny. The power that raised universes lives within you. When you speak from that awareness, creation obeys. So, beloved, breathe. Feel the peace that surpasses understanding entering your space. That peace is a sign that heaven's order has taken command. Things that once caused anxiety will now seem small. You will sense that the burden has shifted from your shoulders to God's hands. That's what miracles do, they transfer the weight. You no longer have to strive, you only have to align. Walk with gratitude, for gratitude is the engine of miracles. The angels celebrate as you read these words, for they know what happens next. You will soon witness evidence of this message. It may begin as a small good news, a reconciliation, an unexpected opportunity, or a financial breakthrough. Do not call it coincidence. It is confirmation. Each sign will be a message saying, see? Heaven meant it. And as these signs multiply, your confidence will rise. You will begin to realize that you have never been disconnected from divine love, not even for a second. Your angel pleads, hold on to faith in this exact hour. The breakthrough is delicate in its emergence, like dawn before sunrise. Protect your atmosphere. Avoid speaking doubt. Guard your energy from those who do not understand your calling. Not everyone can see the miracle while it's forming. That's why you were chosen to read this secretly, directly. God wanted you to know privately before the public manifestation arrives. When the visible blessing appears, it will make sense to others, but by then, you will already know the truth. Heaven planned it long ago. There will come a moment soon when you'll feel an overwhelming rush of emotion for no clear reason. That will be your spirit recognizing completion. The assignment of your suffering will be over. You will feel light as if invisible chains fell off. That's your confirmation. When it happens, say thank you again. Gratitude seals the blessing. Heaven loves a grateful heart because gratitude proves trust. The path ahead will not be without movement and change. Some situations may shift rapidly, but do not fear. Every shift is part of divine choreography. God rearranges your surroundings so that everything supports the miracle. Relationships will transform, finances will align, health will stabilize. Even your sleep patterns may change because your spirit is adjusting to a higher vibration. It is not random, it is ascension. You are becoming the version of yourself that can hold abundance without losing peace. God says, "I am proud of you." Those words may be hard to believe, but they are truth. You withstood storms that would have broken others. You kept hope alive in an age of cynicism. You forgave when bitterness tempted you. That resilience is why you qualified for this hour. The miracle is not just a reward, it's a reflection of who you've become. You are ready. Heaven only releases what you can sustain. And now, heaven says, you can sustain greatness. From this moment forward, expect alignment. Expect peace. Expect resources to find you. You will notice divine timing becoming almost eerie in its precision. Every encounter, every delay, every surprise will work for your good. That is the mark of divine orchestration. You are in flow with the will of God. Stay receptive. Speak kindness. Keep your spirit clean, because the more you stay in gratitude, the faster the manifestation completes. Your angel smiles as you read this line. They know you will remember these words in the days to come. When miracles unfold, doubt may whisper again, but then you will recall this sacred moment, the stillness, the presence, the message that refused to be skipped. You will know that heaven had your name written into its schedule, that no force could prevent this connection. And you will say, "It was real. God spoke." So, beloved, congratulations again. Your miracle has arrived. The door is open. The angels rejoice. Heaven watches you with love. Walk forward with courage. The chapter of sorrow has closed, and the book of blessings has begun. Everything is aligning now, quietly, powerfully, beautifully, because God has decreed it so. And the decree of God never returns void. Beloved, today is not like any other day you have ever experienced. Today, the heavens have opened a door for you that was previously sealed, and what you are about to receive is beyond the understanding of the human mind. Your miracle has arrived, and your angel has been sent with instructions from God Himself to ensure that you do not overlook this message, because skipping it would be to turn away from a blessing that could change the course of your life forever. Every fiber of your being is being guided toward this moment. Even as you read these words, a spiritual alignment is taking place around you. Unseen forces are arranging circumstances that will manifest in ways so magnificent that your heart will almost not believe it. Your miracle is not a small thing, not a minor shift or fleeting opportunity. It is a complete transformation, a rewriting of your destiny, a divine gift that has been specifically tailored to your soul's journey. The angels are circling around you even as you read this. They are whispering in the spiritual language of love and light, preparing your heart and mind to receive the full magnitude of what God has ordained for you. Michael, the archangel, himself has been assigned to your case, not just as a protector, but as a messenger of the miraculous. He is moving mountains in the unseen realm to remove obstacles that have delayed this blessing. Every struggle you have faced, every hardship, every moment of despair, has been noted by God, and none of it has been wasted. The energy you have poured into your prayers, your hope, your endurance has been counted and returned 100-fold in the promise of what is coming to you now. Beloved, you must understand that this message is not ordinary, and the timing is crucial. The heavens are insisting that you pay attention, that you do not allow distraction to steal this moment from you. Your angel is not merely nudging you gently, the urgency is high, the signal strong, because the alignment of spiritual forces is rare and precious. God Himself is orchestrating a series of events that will converge in your favor, and the first step is this message. By opening it fully, by receiving it into your heart and soul, you are activating the divine pathway. You are acknowledging the miracle, claiming it, and stepping into the reality that has been prepared for you long before you even knew to ask. The miracle coming to you is multifaceted. It is not only material, although abundance will flow to you. It is not only relational, although love, loyalty, and divine connections will appear in your life. It is spiritual, emotional, and intellectual. It will touch every layer of your being and lift you to a plane of consciousness that you have only glimpsed in dreams, visions, and quiet moments of prayer. God is speaking to you through this message, and if you feel a deep resonance in your heart, that is Him affirming that you are ready. That resonance is the voice of your higher self aligning with the divine plan. Beloved, do not underestimate the power of this moment. The angels have been preparing this miracle for decades, even lifetimes. The energies of your ancestors, the prayers you did not know you were offering, and the sacrifices you have endured have all been woven into this tapestry of divine favor. God says that you are worthy, that you have earned the right to experience this blessing fully, without fear, without hesitation. He is removing all doubts, all negativity, all shadows that have lingered in your spirit, to ensure that nothing stands in the way of what is being delivered. As you receive this message, imagine a golden light descending upon you, warm, encompassing, and protective. This light is the hand of God itself, reaching down to touch your life, to change your circumstances, and to reveal the miracle that has been prepared. This light is not metaphorical, it is real in the spiritual sense. It carries energy, intention, and the power to manifest change. Your angel has been tasked with keeping you in this light, ensuring that no worldly distraction or doubt can interrupt the flow of divine intervention. Beloved, listen closely to the subtle signs around you. You may have noticed synchronicities recently, small coincidences that felt unusual, almost magical. These are not mere chance. They are the footprints of your miracle approaching, markers left by the angels to guide you toward the fulfillment of God's promise. Pay attention to the numbers, the people who appear unexpectedly, the opportunities that feel too good to be true. These are all invitations to step deeper into the miracle, to act in alignment with what is coming. Your faith is being tested, not in order to punish you, but in order to prepare you. The greater the faith, the greater the miracle. Do not delay, beloved, for the timing is exact. God has allowed this message to reach you at this very hour for a reason. There is no accident in divine timing. The moment you opened this message, the universe shifted subtly to accelerate your miracle. Angels moved into position, spiritual gates opened, and forces that were previously stagnant are now flowing in your favor. You may feel a surge of emotion, a sudden wave of energy, or even a sense of peace that surpasses understanding. This is the divine confirmation that you are on the right path. Understand that this miracle is transformative in ways that may challenge your understanding of reality. You may see sudden shifts in relationships, unexpected financial opportunities, and doors opening where there were walls before. You may encounter people who bring wisdom, resources, or love that feels predestined. Some of these changes will appear almost instantly, while others will unfold over weeks or months, but God says, "Congratulations, your miracle has arrived. The heavens have moved, the gates of divine abundance have opened wide, and your name has been whispered through the corridors of eternity." Beloved, this message has been delivered to you not by chance, but by divine command. Your angel has refused to let you walk past it. Every time you tried to ignore the call, your spirit trembled, your heart beat faster, and something unseen pulled you back to this very moment. It is not a coincidence that your eyes are here right now. It is the unfolding of divine will. Your angel stands beside you, radiant with light that cannot be dimmed. You may not see them, but you can feel that presence wrapping around you like the warmth of 1,000 suns. That warmth is not ordinary, it is the confirmation that what is written for you in heaven is being released now. For months, years, perhaps lifetimes, your soul has waited for this alignment. You have cried silent tears when no one was watching, prayed in moments when you thought no one heard, and carried faith through storms that tried to drown you. But God says today, it was not in vain. Every tear was counted. Every heartbreak was recorded. Every sleepless night became a seed in the garden of your miracle. And now that garden is in full bloom. Beloved, the universe itself has shifted to make space for your miracle. Angels are gathering around your name. They are whispering your identity in divine tongues that shake the heavens. They are singing, "The chosen one has received the light." And this time, no force of darkness, no betrayal, no delay, no fear can steal it from you. Because the time of waiting is over. The season of uncertainty has expired. You are walking now into what was once promised, and even the wind will carry you toward it. God says, "I saw when you were about to give up. I saw when you doubted whether I was still listening. I saw you fall to your knees and whisper, 'Lord, are you still with me?' And the answer, beloved, is yes. I was always there. When you thought you were alone, I was standing in front of you, shielding you from arrows that never reached your skin. When you felt weak, it was my strength that kept your heart beating. When you felt abandoned, I sent signs, small ones, that you thought were coincidences, but they were the angels tapping on your shoulder saying, 'Hold on. The miracle is almost here.' And now it has arrived. This is your confirmation. The delay is broken. The chains have been shattered. The divine energy that was once blocked around you is now free-flowing like golden rivers of light. You are stepping into a phase where everything that once resisted you will now support you. Even the people who underestimated you will be forced to acknowledge your blessing. You will no longer chase what belongs to you, it will come running toward you. Beloved, there are scrolls in heaven, and on one of those scrolls, your name is written beside the word, completion. That means the battle you have been fighting has reached its divine conclusion. Archangel Michael has sealed the final judgment over your situation, and it reads, "Victory granted." You may feel goosebumps as you read this because your soul recognizes the truth before your mind does. You have entered the vibration of fulfillment. Doors that were once locked are now swinging open in your favor. People who once ignored your light are now being divinely drawn back toward you, some with apologies, others with opportunities, and some simply with awe, because what God is doing in your life cannot be hidden. Do you remember the moments you were told you were not enough? Those voices that tried to convince you that your destiny was too far away. Those opinions are being silenced one by one. Heaven is rewriting your story in real time. Every setback you faced was never punishment, it was preparation. You were not rejected, you were redirected. Every no you received was clearing the path for this divine yes. The universe couldn't give it to you before because the timing wasn't aligned, but now everything is in perfect synchronization. God says, "Look closely, signs are already around you." The sudden sense of peace, the way time feels different today, the inner whisper that keeps saying, "Something is happening." That is your angel confirming it. The paperwork that was delayed is being processed. The door that refused to open will unlock without you even touching it. The person who left your life because of misunderstanding is being guided back with clarity and truth. What was broken is being restored, not as it was, but stronger and divinely purified. Beloved, your prayers have reached their destination. Heaven has stamped them with approval. The answer has been released. The spiritual postman, your angel, has been standing by your side, ensuring that no interference, no energy of envy, and no spirit of resistance can block what belongs to you. Even now, as you read this, angelic energy is surrounding your environment. If you close your eyes for a moment, you will feel a calmness rising. That calmness is the evidence that the war in the spirit has ended in your favor. God says, you are not who you used to be. You are no longer the wounded soul crawling through fear. You are rising now as the victorious vessel of divine manifestation. The reason everything felt heavy before was because your spirit was being expanded to handle the weight of what's coming. This blessing is not ordinary, it carries generational impact. What is being given to you will not only bless your hands but your bloodline. The pain you endured will not be repeated in your descendants. You broke the pattern, that's why it was so hard. But you did it. And heaven honors your resilience. The angels are rejoicing because you passed the unseen tests. You kept your faith when faith made no logical sense. You stayed kind when others were cruel. You forgave when you could have sought revenge. You kept praying when you didn't see results. You smiled through tears, and every time you did, heaven recorded it as an act of divine strength. You were never ignored. You were being prepared for elevation. God says, now is the moment when everything turns. Expect sudden favor. Expect unexpected calls. Expect miraculous alignments. You will notice how the right people start finding you, not by accident, but by divine orchestration. You will walk into rooms where your name has already been mentioned with honor. You will receive messages that carry breakthroughs. Even money that seemed lost will reappear through mysterious means. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Heaven is compensating you. There was a delay because what you were praying for required divine rearrangement. Certain people had to be moved out of the way. Certain hidden enemies had to expose themselves. Certain paths had to be cleared so you could walk freely without being pulled back. You may have cried thinking, why is everything falling apart? But it wasn't falling apart, it was falling into place. The breaking was the making. The loss was protection. The silence was strategy. Your angel says, you are safe now. The atmosphere has shifted. You will notice that your sleep feels lighter, your breath feels easier, and your intuition feels louder. That's because divine light has replaced the old heaviness. Archangel Michael himself has been stationed beside you, cutting cords of fear, cleansing your energy field, and sealing you in light. The enemy who tried to imitate your destiny has been exposed and removed. Nothing and no one can steal your light anymore. God says, this miracle isn't small. It's not just a blessing, it's a new chapter of divine recognition. People will start asking, how did this happen so fast? And you will say, God did it. That phrase will become your testimony. You won't need to prove your worth. The evidence will speak through your peace, your glow, your success, your restored joy. This is what divine justice looks like. Every loss is being replaced sevenfold. Every betrayal is being reversed into a blessing. There are people who mocked your faith. They said you were wasting time believing. But soon they will come asking you to pray for them, because they will see the visible hand of God in your life. Don't hold resentment, bless them. For their disbelief was part of your lesson in unconditional love. They were instruments that polished your spirit. Beloved, listen carefully. You are not reading this by coincidence. Even if you think you stumbled upon this message randomly, know that heaven arranged the timing. Right now, while your eyes move over these words, divine codes are activating within your energy. You are aligning with the vibration of answered prayers. That inner tingling sensation, that sudden emotion rising in your chest, that's your soul saying yes to the new reality. Accept it fully. The Lord says, I am not a man that I should lie. When I say your miracle has arrived, it means the physical manifestation is imminent. You have crossed the spiritual threshold. You will begin to notice confirmations within hours, a call, a sign, a symbol, a number sequence that catches your eye. Pay attention. These are divine breadcrumbs leading you to the fulfillment. There is something powerful happening in the unseen. Angels are moving resources into your timeline. Files with your name are being pulled from hidden places. Conversations are being guided toward your favor. People you've never met are being inspired to bless you. Divine helpers are waking up in the middle of the night with your name on their mind. You have become a magnet of miracles. God says, let go of the old fear. It served its purpose. It taught you how to trust me when you couldn't see me. But now, you must walk boldly. You are stepping into a time where your words will carry weight, your prayers will manifest faster, and your intuition will guide you accurately. You will begin to understand why you went through so many storms. It was so you could recognize peace when it arrived. And that peace has arrived. Your miracle is not delayed. It is here. It may still be invisible to the naked eye, but it's already tangible in spirit. Within days, you will see it take form. The money you thought was lost will surface. The communication you waited for will come. The opportunity you feared was gone will reopen. The relationship that was meant for you will heal. All of this will happen not by chance but because heaven has signed it under your name. God says, rejoice. Celebrate before you see it, because Your joy now is the seed that multiplies your blessing. Your laughter will become a prophetic sound that attracts more miracles. Your gratitude will multiply your abundance. Don't worry about how it will happen, it's already in motion. Trust the divine timing, it's unfolding perfectly. The heavens are cheering for you, beloved. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael are surrounding your path. Michael ensures your protection. Gabriel ensures your communication lines are open for divine messages. Raphael ensures your healing remains complete. You are covered in all dimensions, spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial. God says, I am making everything new. You will no longer revisit old pain. The doors that led to confusion are permanently closed. The road ahead is clear and radiant. The people meant to travel with you will appear naturally. You will not need to chase, everything meant for you will recognize your frequency and come forward effortlessly. Your angel is whispering even now, please, do not skip this moment. Do not rush. Absorb it. This is your confirmation. Heaven has spoken. You may feel emotional reading this, because your spirit knows this message is truth. Take a deep breath. Feel the peace. That peace is divine proof. God says, I have seen your heart, pure, forgiving, strong. Even when others misjudged you, you remain gentle. That's why I am rewarding you publicly. Your name will be spoken in places your feet haven't yet entered. Your influence will expand not because you chased fame, but because you carried humility. The light in you is magnetic, it will draw blessings beyond comprehension. And to the one who once hurt you, forgiveness has set you free. You will not need revenge, because divine justice is already complete. Their energy will no longer touch you. They will watch from afar as you rise, and even they will acknowledge that God's hand is on you. Beloved, let your spirit rest now. The war is over. You fought bravely. Heaven is proud of you. From this point forward, your days will carry ease. You will wake up with clarity. You will walk in peace. You will sleep in safety. And every step you take will echo with grace. Congratulations. The miracle you've prayed for has found you. You are surrounded by angels. You are walking in divine timing. Everything that once seemed impossible is now inevitable. You are chosen, loved, protected, and destined. And your angel, the one who refused to let you skip this, is smiling right now, saying softly, finally, they received it. Finally, they believed. God says again, congratulations, beloved. Your miracle is here. Walk into it with open hands and an open heart, for heaven has already written your victory in golden light. Beloved child, hear these words with the openness of your heart and the fullness of your spirit. God is speaking to you now, and your angel stands unwavering, ensuring that you cannot ignore this divine revelation. Today, miracles have aligned in your favor, orchestrated by forces beyond your comprehension. Do not let doubt shadow your soul for even a moment, because what is coming is not ordinary, it is extraordinary, a manifestation of heaven's mercy and love specifically for you. The very angels above have paused their celestial duties to attend to you, to ensure that you receive this message exactly when you need it. Beloved, the universe has conspired to bring you abundance, peace, and clarity in ways that will astonish even your most hopeful imagination. God sees your patience, your struggles, your unwavering faith despite trials that seemed unbearable. And now, the reward of that faith is arriving. It is as if the skies themselves have opened, and light pours down upon you, illuminating a path that you may have thought was forever hidden. Your angel whispers urgently in your ear, urging you to read every word, to feel every syllable, because skipping this message is not an option. Do you feel it? That stirring within your chest, that sudden flutter of hope that rises like a wave? That is your angel's presence, wrapping you in reassurance, a divine embrace that no mortal force can touch. God says, this is your moment. This is your miracle. This is the turning point for which your soul has longed. Every heartbeat of yours is being synchronized with heaven's rhythm, every breath you take is infused with divine power, and every step you have yet to walk is already blessed. Beloved child, miracles do not always arrive in ways that the human mind can anticipate. Sometimes they appear quietly, like a seed taking root in fertile soil, and only later does it bloom into magnificent reality. Other times, they arrive suddenly, like lightning splitting the night sky, impossible to ignore, impossible to doubt. Today, your miracle is arriving in both forms. You will see the subtle signs around you, the unexpected kindness of a stranger, the sudden clarity of a long-confusing decision, the resolution of a problem that seemed insurmountable. And in the very next moment, you may witness the extraordinary, the almost unimaginable, as your reality shifts to